This question here, they say that they want me to write 3, 9 and 25 into the 3 empty boxes to make a mathematical statement true. Use each number only once. Probably the most straightforward way might be to trial and error it. So you could just put 3, 9, 25, whatever way you want to do it. I prefer to try and narrow down my choices from the start and use a little bit of mathematical logic in it. And what I would think is, even just to start off with, that the common denominator here makes sense that it's probably out of those 3 going to be 25. Okay, and then if we're gonna have 3/5, well, 3/5 is the same as 15 25th. Yeah. So just from kind of logically trying to work it out, it's either 3/5 or 9/5. But like if that was 9/5, I suppose I'll go with that way. If that was 9/5, this would be over the number 1, definitely. Because 9/5 is already over the number 1, plus another fraction is going to be over 1. So just by using my logic, I reckon that's the most logical way to start off. And I can just throw that into the calculator and check it. Write the numbers 3, 5, 9 and 25 into the empty boxes so that the difference between the two fractions is as large as possible. So the difference means to subtract. Use each number only once. Again, you could just start throwing in 3, 5, 9, 25 and see. But then, you could do some probability here. You could check, right, well, how many options is that for me? Could I be spending way more than 5 minutes time doing this? So I'm going to, again, bring in a little bit of logic here. If I want the difference to be as large as possible, I want this number to be as big as possible, and I want this number to be as small as possible. For this number to be as big as possible, we need to have a small number on the bottom. So I'm going to go for 3. And I'm looking at the fact that, okay, what's the largest this number could be? 25 over 3. And then we want the biggest difference between them means this needs to be now as small as possible, which means that if we're left with those two numbers, 5 over 9 is smaller than 9 over 5. And again, I would throw that into my calculator and see if that is the case. But to me, it makes logical sense that that is the way that I would put those in. And then a positive whole number has exactly 4 factors. One of them is 9. Well, another one has to be 1 and the number itself. 9 and any other number. Will we go for 2? So if we said 2 times 9, that gives me 18. Okay, but I have an issue there because I also have, so there's the number itself. But this also has 6 and 3. So no, the number is not 18. So maybe if I go for 1 itself, whatever that'll be in a minute, 9 has to be a factor because we've said that, and not 2, but let's say 3. 3 9 is 27, so the number would be 27. Yes, that would work. So if the number was 27, you would have 4 factors, 1, 9, 3, and the number itself, which all seems to fit into this. Now, there could be other answers, but that's what I've come across there.